What's up, guys? Welcome back here to Solid Ground. Sorry I hadn't had a whole lot of content here lately, but I tell you what, I have been busy as a bee the last month. I was trying to get this equipment together and get it here, get it serviced, kind of get it ready to work in hopes of getting you some good content out here in the near future. What we're going to do today is we're going to try to get some fill in. I think when they done last video was putting in the foundation for the widening over the pond dam. So got all that in, and so hopefully today we're going to try to get some fill in there, and may actually also put a little bit of fill in here to start with up where the camper site's going to be. Property owner want to go ahead and take that stump out, so we took that stump out, got that fixed. But here to show you what we got going on today. So warming up the old kitty cat. We're going to start coming here. We're going to take this bank out, take all our borrow out of here, and just going to keep right on running on around the back side there. Take and use that for our fill. Old dump truck ready to rock and roll there too. So here's what's on today's agenda. I originally thought I would start over there and work this way, but I think it's going to be easier just to take a dump truck and pull down there, load up, and then back right back up here, dump it here, and start spreading out, make this a little bit wider, get me a place here set for the dozer, and then I'm just going to start pushing it out down through there and then tie in over on that side. I think that's probably going to be the easiest route. But what we might do is go ahead and fix this camper site up here. I took that stump out that was right in here, went ahead and just kind of walked it all in to where it wouldn't wash so bad. I had a couple of rainstorms come through, but anyhow, that's holding up good. So, but that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. So anyway, hopefully we'll get a lot of this stuff here done today. But let's go do it. It ain't gonna fix itself. Well, things didn't exactly go to plan this morning, but hey, getting some of the dirt out right here, and then we had a little incident. It was a little unexpected. Let's take a ride. So what happened is this little narrow spot up here. On the little haul road, and well, the truck decided it was a little bit wet up there, ground soft underneath it, decided it wanted to take a little slip. But as you can see, She's still sitting there. She's good. Had to get the old bull noser out, and had a little dirt right here. It was kind of narrow right here in this little area, but we had to widen that out a little bit. I had to just hook a chain to it and pull it back up here on the road. It wasn't much, wasn't too bad, but just one of them things, but so we hadn't really got to what we needed to do yet. We're getting there. I had to put a few loads here and there and yonder. We got one load in there, start that side, and then this side over here, it was a little low, kind of aggravating getting the load up there, so I just went ahead and put a couple in there and built that up. It's got to be built up anyway. And then we got us a load up here on top. We're going to knock it down and get us a little level spot put in there where we can build that pad over there for that camper. And then once we get that done, we should be ready to rock and roll. We'll probably get this tuned up a little bit here, and then we'll go grab us a bite to eat and get back at it. Let's do it. Well, to say today is going to plan is, yeah, no, it ain't went to plan at all. But anyway, well, maybe a little bit. At least we did get this pad done. Check it out. Yeah, we got this here camper pad put in. I believe that's going to work out pretty good. I think it should be pretty level. I think it would look good to put like a porch out there. But anyway, it turned out alright. Got that tracked in, ready for the rain. Ended up putting a couple loads in here to kind of help with getting up and down. It's just kind of wallered out in there. Just such a dip. Had to fix that up, but this was a goal to get all this filled in today, and as you can see, that did not happen. But just been doing all kinds of other stuff. More prep work. But we'll go back here in the back and sort of show you what we've been doing back there. This I added a few loads in here on the side to kind of stabilize this, as I said before, to get breaking off. Just wet up underneath there where it rained. That all that in there is just wet and just soft. It's just settling down. So stabilized that a little bit more. Got that fixed. We had a hold up truck pretty good now. But anyhow, yeah, we've been hard at it today. I've got a lot done, got a lot accomplished, I guess. Not really what we wanted to get accomplished, but hey, that's just the name of the game. Just gotta roll with the punches and get it done. But what probably took them a lot of the time was back here. I didn't put a lot of this hauling, loading out stuff on video, but I may put a little bit of that in the upcoming videos. But looks a little bit different than it did this morning. But you may want to kind of terrace this up a little bit as I was bringing this down. You might be wondering why I'm doing that. Well, I want to take some of this bank off, and then we're just going to keep going on. We'll walk down through there and let you see it. But I left this terrace because I'm going to come back and I want to slope all this bank back enough to where they can mow it and everything. So I'm going to still have to do quite a bit of grade work in there. And I don't want to just make a vertical bench so that my slope is undercut. When I'm finished, I want my slope to be solid. That way it'll stay there and ain't going nowhere. But we had a bunch of brush and stuff in here, small trees. Took that, removed it, put it over here, and then took the topsoil off and kind of shoved it off over here to the side just to make some room so that we can get in here. And we're going to take this whole bit out right through here, this whole bench out, and then we're going to come back up here on top and then slope this back down, widen all this out some. But we've got to keep on going. I know you can't see it from here, but we just got to keep right on trucking. So we're going to see how much dirt that yields. I'm sure it's probably not going to be enough to do what we got to do, because we got to put quite a bit in front of the pond to widen that out, and then in that curve, and then back up here where the little 45 is sitting. That's got to come up quite a bit in there, because we're going to build that road. That's going to come up where the dump truck is. It's going to come straight across. We'll have to end up putting us a pipe in right in here. But eventually, what's going to happen, eventually the house is going to be sitting right up here. So we're going to come, I don't know, we may or may not be taking that holly, probably going to be taking it out, but we're just going to bring it across, and they take that out, see what they want to do. I can't remember, to be honest with you. But then we're going to put the house up there, and then I tell you what, that's going to be it. But I say that it's going to be a whole lot of work between now and then to get all that done. But anyhow, we got a whole lot left to do, and we're going to just keep on the trucking. Ain't going to fix itself. But, yep, we're going to get out of here for today. We'll be back when this rain's over. Hopefully, sounds like it's going to be all week. But we'll see. Catch you later.